Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, black people, white people, people, welcome to the greatest way to start your weekend off. I'm sorry, your week off. It's the Sunday Rise. It's the Sideline Junkies Podcast Network. I'm the Midnight Rider. He's the gentleman Jack. That's the big guy KG. Now, what we want to do today is we got some business to handle just to start the show off. We got a couple rest in peace, a couple big name people. We got the MLB playoffs. Shohei Ohtani is all I got to say. After that, we're going to hit you with some college football. And then after we hit you with college football, we take you to the nickel. And in between, when we take our breaks, pay attention because we're going to start giving you forecasting to show you the shows on the network, just like our own version of a commercial. It's going to be that show's intro. So don't think the show is coming on. It's just us showing you the show, getting you ready for next week as we do our thing each and every week. With that being said, I'm going to give it over to the big guy.
Good morning, good Sunday morning, everybody. I just want to tell you something. Midnight Rider, you come in here with that energy and you run everything down. Like I like it. It's like us running the wishbone. It's like that. I like that. So
how soon before we get a comment about a cheesesteak?
Oh, it's already here.
Oh, okay.
It's already here. Jeff already talked about it. Coach Jackson checking in, starting my week off right with the Sunday Rise. Matty Ice said, good morning from Ohio Powell, PA campgrounds. Wow.
Matty travel a lot, though.
Matty always on the road. Matty always on the move. Good for him.
I think that right there, that's a show within itself. Just chronicling just where he goes. See, you know what, Jack? We gotta get Matty. We gotta get Matty like 1,000 sideline junkie stickers. So everywhere he goes, he can smack a sideline junkie sticker on something and say Matty was here. That'd be dope. Not even gonna lie.
Where in
a
the
bunch
world
of drive time sideline junkies, and he just smacking stickers on stuff. Matty was here.
Where's Matty? That's our segment. Where's Matty?
That'd be great right there.
Yeah, man.
We got to start this off different. I'm gonna throw this over to Jack with the rest in peace to Ace Frehley of Kiss.
Oh man, yeah, I saw that yesterday, and it said he had passed a couple days ago. And I know, me and KG, we big Kiss fans. I'm not sure about Midnight Rider or BJ, but out of all of them, man, most people like some Gene Simmons because his crazy tongue and the blood and the boots, and some people like Peter Criss because of the tiger, the cat face, and the drums. But my junk was Ace Frehley, dude, with the star on his face and the tight ass guitar and the long hair. And what was that slow jam he used to hit? Not Babe, that was Sticks. He used to hit a slow jam, Ace Frehley joint, and I used to love it. I used to jam his albums. I had a lot of Kiss albums back in the day. They got ruined in a flood of the basement at the house on Taylor Road. But yeah, that caught me off guard a little bit. And he was a big part of the band. Everybody just keeps seeing the Gene Simmons and Kiss. But Ace Frehley did a lot of writing and carrying on for the band. So God bless Ace Frehley and his family and the band. He was a big part of the band. So that's what's up with that, guys. That's how I feel.
You were right. Because I wasn't a big Kiss guy. So I don't have much on this. So go into it. See what's the song that you were talking about, if you can remember.
It's a slow jam. It's kind of like the jump from Styx. They're like a rock band, but they play a slow jam that was called Babe. I think it's Kiss's song, Babe, I hear you calling, but I don't, something. That's it right there. It's called Babe. That's the slow jam I used to jump on my bed as a youngster and sing that, you know what I'm saying? Because I was into Kiss when a lot of people weren't into that. They like, oh, they paint their face. You know, we like Van Halen. We like, you know, this and that. Look at Kiss. They paint their face. They clowns. They put out some tight jams, dude. Anytime a Kiss song comes on the radio, I know it's a Kiss song. And my wife goes crazy because anytime I say, guess who sings this? She thinks I'm saying it's a Kiss song. So she just guesses Kiss every time. So, but yeah, I think it was called Babe, I'm pretty sure. If anybody in the comments knows, let us know.
You know what? I remember what was it? I think it may have been the first show you did with us, Jack. I was listening at that night. I was listening to a lot of Kiss, and I was listening to Love Gun, and that's one of my favorite Kiss albums because I wound up getting that from my mom. She had in her record collection, she had a Kiss album in it, and I was like, "What is this? What she know about Kiss?" She don't know. And I played that on repeat, you know. And of course, you know, you got the one of the greatest songs. It's an arena song. I wanna rock and roll,
all night.
That's a great arena song. And when that crescendo happens, that dum, 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 if you don't pop off of that, you don't know music. Like pop. That right there is just absolutely bonkers, and it's a banger. And it's sad that Ace is gone. And I remember I seen a report early in the day that he was in the hospital. I think they said for a brain bleed.
Jeff Ricker got it. Jeff Ricker corrected. It's Beth, not Babe. Babe is Styx. Sorry.
Beth.
Yeah, and that's it. That's it.
This is a sad one, man. But I said this in our chat. I said once you get older, you start losing the people that shaped your childhood and young adulthood. And it's a tough part of getting older. I will say that. So rest in peace to the great Ace Frehley. One more rest in peace. This one right here is near and dear to me. You ever listen to Limp Bizkit? Most people know Fred Durst, of course, because he's the front man. But Sam Rivers was the basis for Limp Bizkit on one of my favorite albums, of course, the Chocolate Starfish and the Hot Dog Flavored Water, which is a banger of an album. That's my favorite Limp Bizkit album. He passed away yesterday. No cause of death was reported, but this dude crafted music, and it like John Otto, Fred Durst, Wes Borland, Sam Rivers. That lineup of Limp Bizkit, when Wes left after Chocolate Starfish, Hot Dog Flavored Water, the sound didn't sound the same, and it was kind of rough, to say the least. But when they got back together, it was like, all right, the magic's back. But Sam Rivers and his bass lines, man, God, it's another one. Jack, I'm not Midnight Ride. I'm not sure if you guys are familiar with Limp Bizkit, but if you have any thoughts.
In the words of KG, uninitiated.
Uninitiated.
Yep.
Well, I'm gonna just say it like this: if we want to go back to some rap battles, I ain't down with Limp Bizkit. I mess with M, dude. I'm down with M and the boys. Me and Eminem don't like Limp Bizkit bastards. Oh man.
As big of an Eminem fan I am, I could not like Limp Bizkit, because I'm gonna tell you this. This is where it crosses over and it comes into sports. My Way was the theme for SummerSlam 2000, I believe. The Undertaker used to come out to Rolling as the American Badass. What else was it? Boiler was the theme of another WWE pay-per-view. So it was like 3 or 4 songs off that one album that were themes to pay-per-views with WWE. So you had it and it's up in your face. I think I don't know if I sent you guys the video. This guy was at a Limp Bizkit concert, and he was playing the montage for a WWE pay-per-view while they were singing My Way.
Mm.
And it was just like, it was like, if you don't get it, you don't get it. And I saw it, and I didn't even have to turn the sound on. I knew what song they were doing because I'm just that entrenched with it. But that right there, and for those that never listened to it, Boiler and Hold On, they not typical Limp Bizkit songs, but I'll tell you this. Hold On got me through a very, very, very dark time in life. Laying in the middle of the floor, just letting that CD spin, that song got me through a dark time in life. And it's a lot of songs that I say that about because a lot of songs that had to get me through darkness. But yeah, that did. And then also Rollin' Urban Assault Vehicle, which is the remix to Rollin', had DMX, Method Man, and Redman on it. And when I tell you DMX snapped on that, DMX snapped on that. So rest in peace to Sam Rivers. Now let's get into some sports, gents. MLB playoffs. Midnight Rider said it best. Shohei Ohtani. Now let me ask you a question before I get all the way into this, because we're gonna start with them. Do you think at this present point, even though his career is not over, is Shohei Ohtani the greatest baseball player of all time?
Not yet.
Okay.
Possibly. It could be. I mean, he's doing Babe Ruth type shit. You know what I'm saying? Dominating on the mound and behind and beside the plate, hitting the balls. He needs some more years, KG, of doing this double duty he's doing with the power and the pitching, as I like to say it. Can he be? Goddamn right. Yeah. I'm happy to see an athlete like this come through the baseball world. Not many folks get to see shit like this. I mean, Babe Ruth was back in the 20s and the teens, wasn't he? So, yeah, this is impressive. And if he can have a career of doing this, because that's what DeBabe did. He did it every year. Got paid more than Babe got paid more than the president. Shit, Shohei got paid more than the whole country. So, yeah, I think so. What do you think, Midnight Rider? Think he can do that?
I'll say he's the best of his generation, and I'll hold it there for right now. What I saw the other night, the 6 innings, I think, 10 strikeouts, and then the 3 home runs that I think one of them left Dodger Stadium. I've never seen that before, so I can't give him credit for. I mean, he's doing something I've never seen before, so I got to give him credit for it. I just think there's still time for him to get to the term the greatest, but he's putting on one of the greatest displays, individual displays that I've seen.
All right. And Maddie said Ohtani was insane in game 4.
Yep.
Game 5 was Friday night.
Game 5.
I'm sorry, game 4 was Friday night.
Yeah.
Dodgers beat the Brewers 5-1, so we won't get the dream matchup that a lot of fans wanted. And one half of that was the Brewers, but they sweep the Brewers 5-1. Now let's talk about this series as a whole and going forward into the World Series. And I'll start with the Midnight Rider. What did you think about the series as a whole? And what do you see going forward with the Dodgers in the World Series?
Pitching. I mean, their pitching is scary good. I mean, they just lined it up, 4 guys, and they just ran through. I think this is probably one of the series where they've given up the least amount of runs of any 4-game set, or they contended for it. I mean, Ohtani, Yamamoto, Snell, Glasnow. I mean, it's just crazy what the performance they put on. And this team offensively is just as good as it is defensively. You got average opportunities from guys like Mookie Betts and Freddie Freeman, who are normally guys that carry you, but now they get to be the background singers, and they don't have to be the stars of the show because of Ohtani. And they've been allowed to not have the best series, but still this team still advances because now they're the second or the third option and not the number one option. This is going to be a tall task for whoever comes out of the American League. Go ahead, Jack.
And no doubt, you spoke a lot of correct things there, Midnight Rider. The Dodgers, man, I told you. Blue Magic guarantee. That's even higher than cheesesteaks, Jeff Ricker, if you put a Blue Magic guarantee down. I'm telling you, the Dodgers, they can't be messed with, man. They took care of a strong team in Milwaukee, but the Dodgers, Ohtani won that game by himself the other day. The pitcher gave up one run. He put up, 4 or 5 of those runs with his 3 home runs. So, I think Toronto's going to come back and send this. It's tied what? No, they're up 3-2 right now, correct? Seattle is up 3-2. So I think Toronto can come back and tie that up and give us a game 7 in the ALCS. That would be nice to see. I like game 7s, but I don't think you're going to see a game 7 out of any Dodgers series, bro. Dodgers is going to win this whole thing. It sounds like deja vu. It's the same thing I said last year. And when you got a $500 million payroll, this is how you do, man. I'm telling you, the MLB is going to learn. All you fans are going to learn. You can't just allow teams to spend as much money as they want and get a team full of all-stars like the Dodgers have. Dodgers keep going. Get a couple young bucks next year, 2 wins, 3 wins, 4 wins. Who knows what they might do? They might become a dynasty. These Dodgers are that good, period. KG?
All right. And you alluded to it, Jack. Friday was the Mariners won 6-2 over the Blue Jays. They're up 3-2. Mm-hmm. Now here's a question. Before I go to that, Maddie got a comment about the Dodgers, and I think he's right. Dodgers starters can all go 7+. That's rare.
Yes, sir.
In MLB. That's very, very rare. Because you got guys is coming out in the 4th inning, and they're not even in trouble. The middle reliever, the long reliever is done. So the setup man is done. Baseball's not what it used to be. So that's rare when you got guys that can go 7+ innings. And Maddie said if the Dodgers sweep the World Series, we will see a work stoppage in 2027. Yeah, because everybody's going to get mad. Now, if the Dodgers sweep the World Series, I can guarantee, and you can write this down, under Blue Magic.
Uh-oh.
If the Dodgers win the World Series in the sweep, everybody's going to cry foul, and they're going to be called the Evil Empire because they got more money than everybody else. History has a way of repeating itself. The same thing they did to the Yankees in the late 90s and early 2000s, the Dodgers are going to go through that too. Everybody's going to gear up to beat the Dodgers, and you're not going to beat them. That's it, and that's all. Now on the other side, you got the Mariners and the Brewers. Throw it over to you, gentlemen. What are your thoughts on this? Can Seattle win one more game? And I think that next game, come on, where you at? That next game tomorrow. Nope, today. Game 6 is today at 8:03.
Did you say Mariners and Brewers?
I'm sorry, Mariners and Blue Jays. I'm sorry.
Blue Jays. Yeah, good call.
My eyes moving too fast.
I think the Blue Jays got the bats to get back in this, and like I said, force a game 7. KG, remind me, did you say they played today, this evening?
Yeah, it's Kirby and yes, your Savage on the mound today.
At what time are they throwing first pitch?
I'll get that. Go ahead and finish up. I'll
PM,
get
it looks like.
First pick is 8:03.
KG gave me smoke signals, Midnight Ride. I saw them. Looked out the window, says 8:03. All right. But yeah, I just didn't have that baseball pulled up. I knew one of y'all did. I didn't expect this, but Seattle showing why they were where they were. I mean, I thought Seattle was going to fall off a little bit in the playoffs, but they haven't. And Cal Rowley's, he's for real. Big Dumpers for real. I really look forward to seeing what his follow-up season looks like next year now. Hitting 60-something home runs, man. That's very impressive no matter what league you play in. So I still think it's Toronto that's going to eke out this series, man. I've stuck by it since we got the seedings for the MLB playoffs that I thought Toronto and New York would be in the World Series. So let's see if Vlad and the crew can stay hot and come through in this game 6. Isn't that right?
Yeah, I think you meant Toronto and LA, not New York. That's who you had.
Toronto and yes. Toronto, New York. I mean, Toronto and the Dodgers is who I thought were going to be the World Series contest from jump. Thanks.
So, after tonight, I think it ends tonight. I think Kirby is going to put out a performance, and they send Toronto home. We'll have one of the better performances not make it to the World Series than Vlad Guerrero. So I think it's going to be a good game, but I think they still manage to eke it out and they advance, and we get the Mariners and the Dodgers in the World Series.
Okay.
I think I'm gonna be honest with you, and it's just from a logistical standpoint. I think Mariners Dodgers is going to be a wonky series. You thought last year was wonky, going from coast to coast. This is going to be a wonky series because everything's going to be on the West Coast. So the West Coast, they're going to cater to the East Coast. So those games are going to start on the West Coast? They're going to start about 4:00.
Nah, they're gonna make it. They're gonna make these all. This is the World Series, so they're gonna be 8 o'clock starts.
8:00 starts on the West Coast.
No, it'll be 4 p.m.
Yeah.
So that'll be 8:00 for us.
Right.
Okay. So they'll probably get a 5:00 start. And I don't know. I thought last year was kind of rough, and I thought the travel on both teams, from the Dodgers going from LA all the way to New York, and then the Yankees flying back with the Dodgers all the way back to LA. And it's like, come on, man. It logistically, I kind of figured, I don't know if this would make sense, but had a World Series in a neutral site sometimes when you got this. Let's meet somewhere in the middle. Let's meet in Kansas City, Kauffman Stadium or something. Shit.
KG, this ain't the old days, man. These jokers not flying and beat up 747s like in the movie Major League. Hey, they've got pretty nice setup. I think they're okay flying back and forth, bro.
Okay. Oh, yeah. I mean, you would know better. You would know better. I guess that's the image I got in my mind. I think that's what it is.
Nah, these boys now, man, they got a smoothie bar. They got an espresso bar. They got pepper bar. I mean, they got the hookups on these planes now, dude. Long stretch seats. I mean, when back in the day when you was flying commercial shit, getting them chartered, now these teams own their own planes and they big deal. So it's $1 billion industry. Ain't no thing to buy a goddamn plane for these guys. And yeah, it's not like the Washington Bullets boarding down at BWI, dude. It's not like that.
Maddie said this has been a strange series. Haven't really had competitive games. Last one was the closest, but M's blew it open late.
Yeah.
All right, gents.
Before we hit the commercial break,
yes, sir.
Just want to give you a quick update on the London game that's going on as we speak. Rams are up 21-0 on the Jaguars. The Jaguars have done nothing but shoot themselves in the foot the whole game so far. Last note is DBs are the greatest people in the world. I just watched a ball go off the wide receiver's hands, and Emmanuel Forbes is coming off the field like he did something. It's just like, dude, you had no impact on the play. What are we talking about? What are we doing here? So,
hey, you know you gotta get your shine. You come through a receiver wide open, he dropped the ball, you the closest one.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Dog, what are you doing? You should be saying, shoot, I fucked up. Oh man. All right, let me change his brand real quick.
Yeah, okay.
And then we're gonna get coaching here. Where you at? There you go. Now where you at? All right, we'll be right back.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. That is the preview or the intro to our show, Pretenders or Contenders. It airs Mondays at 7 p.m., starring Coach Powell. Every now and then he has a co-host named the Midnight Rider. That guy does some decent work. With that being said, we're about to go through the games that we previewed for you on Thursday, the college trio, as we call it. So, KG, take it away.
Yes, sir. This right here, a lot of shocking games on Saturday. And I'm just going to put it out there and call it shocking. One game that I wasn't really worried about that happened. I'll talk about that later. But first up, Georgia, 43, Ole Miss, 35. If that's not a shootout, a slobber knocker, I don't know what is. Where we at? Where we at? Oh shit! Of course, as soon as I go to click on it, it jumps back up the daggone screen.
All right, so Trinidad Chambliss, 19 to 36, 263 in the touchdown, 9 rushes for 42 yards and 2 touchdowns. Kawan Lacey had 31 yards and 2 touchdowns. Receiving wise, DeJon Stribling had 3 catches for 96 yards and a touchdown. On the Georgia side, Gunnar Stockton, 289 off of 26 of 31, 4 TD passes. Nate Frazier, 17 carries, 72 yards. Gunnar Stockton also pitched in with 59 yards and a rushing touchdown. Zachariah Branch, 8 receptions, 71 yards. Lawson Lucky, the tight end, 5 receptions, 43 yards, and 3 TDs. Busy man. And that's pretty much it. That's your recap. Final score was Georgia 43, Ole Miss 35. Jack Carr, take it away.
Well, I did go against the dogs on this one. I very rarely pick against them Bulldogs. I thought Ole Miss and Chambliss was going to get it done. And it was another game, like I mentioned last week. It was a game that was so good, it sucked to see somebody lose this game. Gunnar Stockton controlled the game for Georgia. throwing the ball and running the ball along with his pass, and he had 59 yards rushing and a touchdown to go with them 4 touchdowns passing. So pretty excellent game by the young quarterback. He hit Lawson Lucky for 3 of them touchdowns. So it was tight end. It was tight end yesterday. He was just blowing up his tight ends. Chambliss, you can't hate him, man. The boy played a good game. They had a running back that had 96 yards. He averaged 32 yards a carry or something like that. I mean, he only had a few carries, and there were 0 turnovers in this game, so you knew it was a great game. But Georgia just whooped them on the rushing side. Georgia outrushed them 221 yards to 88 yards, and good win for the Dogs. They needed that. If the Dogs would have got another loss, it would have probably been hard to make up them 2 games. So good win for the Dogs, tough loss for Ole Miss. Midnight Rider, how do you see this?
Yeah, I think I took Ole Miss as well in the pregame, the preview portion of the show. Stockton just performed, and every time it felt like Ole Miss might win it. It seemed like Georgia had an answer. Georgia came back. Georgia had a drive to get things going. It was crazy because it just seemed like they just wouldn't go away. They couldn't go away. They stayed in their hip pocket the whole time, and it was just one of those things that the heart of a champion is one of the hardest things to talk about and break down, and that's what happened. You saw a champion standing there ready to fight and matching every blow with something to counter it. KG?
Anthony's checking in. He says, hi, hey, what's going on, Anthony? Coach Jackson said, Georgia is a second half team. And then Anthony says, what's happening with Georgia's defense this year? They usually never allow this many points per game.
Yeah, they're playing a lot of younger guys. They don't have the dominant pass rushers that they've had in the past. And so this year they're having to try to either manufacture pressure through blitzing, or they just have to play regular and they just they're giving up time to the quarterback.
And let me add to that. I think Georgia's defense been doing fine. They're just playing against some prolific offenses in the SEC. I mean, serious. I mean, look at Notre Dame game last night. Notre Dame defense is nice, as well as who Dame play last night?
USC.
USC.
You know, you got high-profile offenses all over the country nowadays. So to knock a team for giving up a 30 bag, it's not the same game. 30 points ain't like it was 15 years ago. 30 points is a norm. You better score 35. So I don't think Georgia's defense is weak by any means. I think they just went up against a prolific offense.
Anthony said, you really consider Alabama's offense prolific, Gentleman Jack, or are you just pushing the title a little bit? Well, we get ready to get to Alabama.
No, but yeah, you want to talk Alabama? Shit, Mr. Ty Simpson, we can get into that. We'll get into it when we get on that game, guys.
And Coach said, new year, new team. And speaking of which, that's the game we're getting ready to go to. Alabama 37, Tennessee 20. In this game, speaking of Ty Simpson, he's been on you guys' list. 19 of 29, 253 and 2 touchdowns. Bernard had 4 carries for 49 yards. Ryan Williams, 5 catches, 87 yards. For Tennessee, Aguilar, 28 of 44, 268, a touchdown and a pick. Bishop, 14 carries, 123 and 2 touchdowns. Average 8.8 per carry. They were gashing them. Staley had 10 catches for 92 yards and a touchdown. Gentleman Jack, take it away.
Well, the thing you mentioned about the Tennessee quarterback Aguilar, that pick. Let's discuss that pick he threw. Okay, 1 interception. That's usually not too bad. Yet when it's 99, 100 yards to the house, pick 6, then it's a problem. That happened to close out the first half, actually, I believe. Yes. And the running back for Tennessee, you're right. He was gashing. I don't understand why the boy didn't get more carries. I know they were down a few points after that turnover, and then Bama got the ball to start the second, I believe. That's where the gap came, and Bama scored quick. It just for Joey Aguilar and the Tennessee squad, I don't feel they got outplayed as much as the score showed. The score shows they lost by 17. I think it was a tad bit closer game, but that pick six at the end of the half really hurt. Ty Simpson, Ryan Williams, they did what they do. Ryan Williams, one of the best receivers in the country. My boy Jeremy Bernard, he got off, and Xavier Brown was the gentleman that got the pick six for 99 yards. Great game by Bama. Everybody thought, Bama was toast when they lost early, but Bama's putting together some strides, and Ty Simpson has been growing on me, as I've said. So I thought Simpson was throwing that ball with laser precision yesterday, man. That touchdown in the back of the end zone, he split two and put it right in his boy's breadbasket. I think Simpson's got great snap on his passes and great accuracy. So, Midnight Rider, how do you see this Tennessee-Alabama game?
I mean, the game turned exactly when you said, Jack. I mean, you going in thinking you want to make the ball game 14-16. Instead, you make it 23-7. That just killed the momentum. That's why we get the 17-point win, because Tennessee offense, they were running the ball well, they were moving the ball, but they struggled in some important situations. That's one of the situations. And sometimes we always talk about the turnover battle, and I think this is another one of those situations where when you lose the turnover battle and it has such a big impact, you change the dynamics of the ball game. There was also a safety in this ball game too that I think added to the deficit. I think they got that early on in the first half, but yeah, the interception changed the whole dynamic of the ball game.
All right, my mute button wouldn't come off. Okay.
I can tell. I saw you.
Maddie said Alabama may be the real number 2 team in the country after Florida State's hiccup. They've been rolling, yeah. And Maddie said that last week. You guys said it last week. Alabama's not playing no games. Anthony said, I think the scheme that Bama is running on the offensive side with Simpson is to cover up his deficiency. So they're gonna go off action in the running game because he doesn't have a cannon. But if you have a quarterback, it doesn't matter who your quarterback is.
You don't.
You find out what his weaknesses are, and you cover them. You play into his strengths and you cover his weaknesses. Something that Clark Kellogg used to say. Love can cover over a multitude of sins. That's love covering over a multitude of sins right there. If you know his weakness, you cover it up with what he does best. That's what you're supposed to do with your quarterbacks, your receivers, your running back. Let them do what they do best and cover up their weaknesses. Go ahead, Jack.
How can Anthony say that Simpson doesn't have a good arm? Did you watch that game yesterday, bro? Or are you just hating on Bama? Or are you hating on Simpson? Because I've seen very precise lasers being thrown by that boy. Maybe you don't think he has a long ball or something, but as far as picking and choosing his receivers, he's throwing darts, in my opinion, Anthony. And I don't just try to disagree with you, brother, but that one there, I don't agree with that one, partner.
And Coach checking in, and he said, "You always set the scheme to your talent." And I think that's absolutely right. That's absolutely correct. You set the scheme to your talent. I could go into a couple of examples, but I won't get into that because that's going to be a whole nother diatribe. But Andy said, and this is what I don't get: the obsession with these draft mix having Simpson this high. He's not a first round pick, in my honest opinion. He's at best a second or third round. And Anthony said, "No, I'm not hating. It's just
April.
I'm getting tired of people overhyping the kid. He's a good quarterback. He's a good quarterback, but he's not."
That's what I used to think, but I don't no longer. Midnight Rider, you got anything to chime in on this?
Nope, we're good.
Oh, I know what you doing. I know what you doing. Huh? I know.
Nah, I know what he's
scared,
doing.
say you scared.
Nah, that right there, that's like I'm not gonna let that pit bull off the leash right now because we got stuff to do. I know what that is. Last
Correct. Yeah, he hold back.
Last game of the trio. This right here. And I saw Midnight Riders post on Facebook, and I laughed my ass off. I pulled the Eddie Murphy's dad. I giggled my motherfucking ass off. 31-24, Vanderbilt over LSU, and Midnight Rider had the line of the night, which I need to bring that back. The line of the night. I guess Brian Kelly's family let him down. I love that. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I love that.
Yeah, I gotta leave Brian Kelly alone.
Oh no. Once you do what you did to us, you are forever going to have a target on your back. For LSU, Nussmeier, 19-28, 225 and 2 touchdowns. Durham had 7 carries for 59 yards, and Thomas 4 catches for 75 yards and a touchdown. Green had 5 catches for 74 yards and a touchdown. For Vandy, Pavia, 14-22, 160 and a touchdown. Also had 17 carries, 86 yards, and 2 touchdowns. Talk about putting the team on your back. Young had 5 carries for 82 yards. Alexander had 14 carries, 45 yards, and a touchdown. Spence had 5 catches for 56 yards and a touchdown. Gentleman Jack, take it away.
Well, Vandy took care of business, man. To remain 6-1, they controlled the game. They really did control the game. Running, passing, but mostly rushing. They had 399 total yards for Vandy's offense. 239 of those yards were rushing. So that's time control football right there. If you're going to be able to run the ball the way you want to, and you got a quarterback that can pick and pop like Pavia. The possession battle was 37 minutes for Vandy, 23 minutes for LSU. You got to get that rock a little bit more than that unless you're scoring very fast. But Vandy did what they did. This guy, McKylan Young, running back, number 22 for Vandy. He was just breaking big ones, and he only had 5 rushes and almost had 100 yards. He averaged 16 yards a carry. Man, feed that boy the rock. But yeah, Vandy's offense was too much for LSU is the way I felt it. Their ball control offense, the way Pavia controlled the game. Don't get me wrong, Nussmeier had a solid game, but not enough to pull his team from behind to overtake this Vanderbilt offense. So I feel Vandy's offense won this game by controlling it. Midnight Rider, how'd you see this game?
Well, first and foremost, I like to say that I might not be doing the show anymore because I got to go with my family, where I feel like my family is taken care of. I've never been happier to see a coach lose, man. I've never been happier to see a coach lose. He did this. He started this at Notre Dame, Jack. That's we went 4-9 one year or something crazy.
I know.
Kelly lost 5 games for being a jerk and exploding on the referees and not paying attention to the ball game. Then he decided to start Malik Zaire over the Deshaun Kaiser. I can go in the laundry list of why I don't like him, but I'm gonna hold tight for the show so we can stay on track and on time. So here's the thing about this ball game. When you got a dog at quarterback, a guy that's going to will you to victory, because that's what's happening right now. Diego Pavia is willing this team to victory. When we talk about, we use our buzzwords. Moxie's one of them. He's got a lot of moxie. And it's like the team The team believes, and that's the scary thing is Vanderbilt isn't beating people with talent. They're beating them on belief. They believe in everything this quarterback does. They have this quarterback's back. I think you said they had two backs with over 80 yards rushing. Like this was a total team win. And the problem is every time they got in trouble, BP made a play. He found a way. And that's all it was. They just kept it's like LSU would get close. They take a drive down and broaden the lead back out. And that's all they did. The rest of the night, man, it was a clinic, man. When 11 guys believe that guy that's the captain of the ship is going to always do the right thing, they follow, man. That's all I see in this ball game.
Okay.
And I saw Nussmeier struggle. Nussmeier's falling for me big time.
So on Tuesday, when we do the list, it's gonna be a new 5, ain't it? Or a new order of the 5.
You gotta tune in to see. Show starts at 7:45.
I love it. Maddie says, good QBs will always be first round picks.
Yep.
He said huge win for Vandy, which it was. Come on. Huge win for Vandy. Anthony says, I told people LSU is not as great as their rankings. They had in the preseason, and they're having the same issue with Garrett that Miami is having with Carson right now. He also says, we're both make this mistakes in critical moments of the game. Coach Jackson says, is Vandy a playoff team? I think Vandy's on the outside looking in, but when it comes down to conference championships, everything can move. Everything can move. Anthony says, Coach Jackson, they're a good team, but I don't think Vanderbilt is a playoff team. Do they really have the talent to compete with the top 5 teams in the playoff rankings? I don't think so.
They got 5.
Okay.
And Coach Jackson, Anthony, I agree with the top 5, but what about 6 through 12?
Exactly. They got 5 or whatever his number is. Whatever number he wears. Yeah.
I got 5 on it.
Sound familiar, don't it? And Anthony says, at best, they're number 13. They just miss out on the playoffs, Coach Jackson. I'm going to say this. With the moving and shaking that everybody's doing, and we don't get rankings till later on today, but the moving and shaking that everybody's doing, I think that the playoff picture is probably cloudy right now, but after this ranking comes out today, because new APs and everything comes out today, but I think it clears up a little bit, and you start seeing teams that you didn't think were going to be there. And then we got the conference schedule. We're going to get deep into it. Once we hit late October, November, we're going to get deep into it to the point that we're hitting the conference schedule, and everything's going to change. Once those conference games get played on a regular, everything's going to change for those top teams, because any given Sunday, and then you got a couple of teams that are coming up from the bottom and moving their way up. So, and Anthony said, yeah, because Miami just lost to Louisville on Friday, and as a fan of the Hurricanes, no matter who the coaches, we've always struggled and not played well on Fridays after a short bye week.
Say Anthony's comment one more time.
Give me one more time. Say, yeah, because Miami lost to Louisville on Friday. And as a fan of the Hurricanes, no matter who the coaches are, we've always struggled and not played well on Fridays after a short bye week.
Oh, okay. I thought he said something else.
And before we jump off of college football, I just wanted to say this. The Jules Shillelagh has come home to South Bend, Indiana. So.
Yes, indeed. Shanae.
It was rocky at first, but we pulled it out. Notre Dame wins again. This should move them up and possibly the top 15. I think Notre Dame was. They
want a Shillelagh. Nah, I watched that game, man.
They're 13 right now.
13. Okay, this should move them in the top 10.
Notre Dame's got a damn good Russian duo, man. Not just Love. That other boy shot too.
Price.
Love could have ran for days on them boys last night. They look good.
Yeah, I mean the victory was powered by Love and Price. And obviously last night the Price was right and Love overcame everything. So it's real simple. I think USC showed well though.
No doubt
that game turned on that kickoff return. I think that kickoff return sparked that ball game and the way it changed over. So again, another situation where points from somebody else in the offense changes the backdrop of the ball game. Because I feel like that helped them pull away towards the end.
To steal a bit from you, Midnight Rider, when it comes to Notre Dame football, I believe that love will keep us together. That's what I believe. Coach Jackson said, who's beating Ohio State? Coach, I'm gonna be honest with you.
Well,
I normally don't.
Go ahead, please. I want to follow up this question.
I normally don't say this, but in a perfect world, it's Sunday morning, and I pray every day that Notre Dame meets Ohio State somewhere in the playoff, and they beat the brakes off Ohio State for what they did to us in the championship game. I want to say it's going to be Notre Dame beats. I need that. I got I can taste it.
No, you don't.
That's what I say.
You don't want that. Jack. You don't want that, big man. You don't want none of that. But the thing about them Buckeyes, and I like to educate people, a Buckeye is a worthless nut. Can't eat it, can't cook with it, can't do shit. But them Buckeyes, they don't play a tough game the rest of the year, man. They don't play a rank opponent, nothing. I think Michigan's the toughest team on their schedule left. And I'm talking 5 games or so of nobody's. So I don't see Ohio State lose until playoff time. I think they're gonna cruise through the rest of their season and finish out undefeated, and then go in the playoffs, and they might get a matchup that might be difficult. But right now, Ohio State's done with their tough matchups, in my opinion. I think the toughest team they've got left on their schedule is a Michigan team, which isn't that great. I don't know if anybody's looked into that, but that's what their schedule looks like, fellas. Looks like nothing.
Well, I think the only team that can beat Ohio State is Ohio State. I think they read their press clippings. They get too high on the hog. They get a little too fat. I think that's how they lose a ball game. But other than that, I think they're the most talented team. And I think with Matt Patricia and that the talent they have in the secondary, it's going to be tough for teams to beat them. Because I think Patricia's going to put together a great game plan that these college quarterbacks and college teams aren't ready for. I mean, he schemed up and ruined Arch Manning after week 1. And Arch Manning is still trying to find himself. He's still searching for the man in the mirror.
Good one.
Would you say Arch Manning is Jaheim and he's trying to find his way back?
Trying to find his way back, yeah.
Anthony asked the question. He says the only teams I think have a legitimate chance to beat OSU is Oregon, possibly Indiana, maybe Texas Tech and Texas A&M.
Well, I think Texas Tech lost last night because they had their backup QB in. So, I mean, Texas Tech falls this week, and then you got to figure out the remaining schedule. Like we're making too many overtures beyond a point right now because with the playoffs and the number of games that these teams have against opponents and how close everything is, we're going to have some ball games that's going to, as they call it on Red Zone, we're starting to get to the witching hour where, or if it's not the witching hour and you're a Harry Potter fan, and we got the sorting hat, so the sorting hat is going to get on people's heads and tell you if they're a playoff team tell you if they're a pretender or a contender. They keep company line.
Oh man.
And Anthony asked this question. We talked about this at the top of the show. Anthony said, off topic football, there was this pop culture stuff. What are your guys' thoughts on the passing of Ace Frehley? We talked about that beginning of the show.
Yeah.
We talked about him and Sam Rivers beginning of the show. Devastating.
Go back and rewatch.
Tim checking in. I knew this was coming. I was waiting. That's why I kind of been holding everything up. He said BYU Cougars going for the national championship. And the Irish. I got a beef against BYU too, so I'm just gonna tell you that. And Maddie said they will play Indiana in the Big 8-22 championship game. And Coach Jackson said Ohio State is on cruise control, and I think
true that.
I think that's the case. And Maddie said Ohio State's D is just too damn good.
Mm-hmm.
Anthony said Ohio State this year is the Cowboys of the last 30 years. They get high on the hog and believe their own clippings and their own BS, but they are defending national champions. That's the difference between them and the Cowboys. They actually won championships in the last 30 years, so they can do that.
Let me get this, KG. Can I ask a question? Anthony, do you like any team outside of the state of Florida, bro? Just fill me in, because you knock every team that don't play in Florida, dude. I love you, Anthony. I love your questions. I love your content. But damn, you hate everybody. He gonna hate me next.
Well, I think we got a response. Hold on, let me see what we got here. He said, I'm a Notre Dame fan. I told you this.
Yeah, Cons and Convicts fan. I remember.
And Tim said, don't forget about that BYU defense, Midnight Rider.
That was a great game.
And Coach Jack said, Julian Sain is only getting better. Wide receivers are getting better weekly with Jeremiah Smith still doing this thing.
Yeah, they got another kid that was 17. That's a speedster. He's good too. I can't think of his name off the top of my head right now. And Tim Watkins, I'm with you today. I'm not doing this with you today, bro. I know I ain't seen you in a minute, but we're not doing that today. We're not gonna sit here and let you talk about all your BYU stuff. Yeah, I won. Congratulations. All right, man.
Not Tim. I'm with you, Tim. That's a hell of a team, man. And they might get up there around number 10 this week. Tune in Tuesday. See what JC got on his top 10. Tune in.
All right. Let's take a break real quick. We'll come back. We'll start talking some NFL. We'll start off with the Thursday night game, which was a shocker. And then we'll get into the nickel with our guest picker. Stay tuned.
Ladies and gentlemen, what you just watched was the intro to our show, Drive Time. Normally airs 5 p.m. on Mondays. This week, because where is Maddie? And he's on the road. We're going to get a special Tuesday night edition of the show because Maddie's somewhere in San Diego with Carmen Sandiego. I don't know what is going on. With that being said, we're waiting for the arrival of our guest picker. Once we get them in, we're going to nail down the nickel. Jack, why don't you go ahead and just, I know Anthony asked this last segment, but kind of, because you felt some kind of way about the guy from KISS. Let's go ahead and give him that info. Like, kind of go back to what you said earlier, while we work some things out on the other side.
Yeah, sure. Anthony, I was a big KISS fan growing up when a lot of people weren't KISS fans. You was either, a rock and roll fan with some Van Halen, all that, And a lot of people joned and stuff like, oh, look at them Bombers paint their face. They this, they that. But I thought they was a creative band. I liked a lot of things about Kiss, and Ace Frehley was my favorite Kiss guy, and I loved all the solo albums that Kiss put out. And I heard KG mention one of his favorite albums. My favorite album by Kiss was Detroit Rock City. That joint could just get me up. We used to play it in the weight room and just work out, boy. So, yeah, everybody loved Gene Simmons or Peter Criss back in the day with the cat face and the drums, or Gene Simmons with the big ass boots and the tongue that goes all down his face, or the blood. But I liked Ace Frehley. I thought he was very creative, and he was a big part of a lot of Kiss songs. So I heard him and Gene had some beefs, but I heard that got straightened out later on. Gene's all about the money. That's all Gene's about. I felt Ace Frehley was a great musician and a great entertainer. I seen Kiss in concert 3 times. It was pretty intense. Capitol Center twice. It was intense. So, yeah, that's what's up with Kiss and me. And I know KG was a big Kiss fan. You'll see him every once in a while on the show with a fat Kiss shirt on. So, yeah, that's how us junkies felt. I think KG can agree with some things I just said. So that's it, Anthony. That's where I'm at. And you say you're a young Kiss fan, didn't start listening to him till recently. Wow. Okay, you got a lot of listening to do, bro, because there's some good material out there. Like I said, Detroit Rock City, that's my jam. And the slow jam by Ace Frehley on his solo album was called Beth, not Babe. Babe was Styx's slow jam. So, yeah. Thanks to Jeff Ricker for keeping me straight on that.
Most definitely. A couple of comments before we bring our guest picker in. Anthony said, I hate Ohio State because they got lucky in 2003. They should have never won that championship. The referee gave them that pass interference call that wasn't one at all.
I remember
Jeff says, don't sleep on Oregon.
I agree. Dante Moore is nice.
Coach Jackson said Carnell Tate.
That's the kid I was talking about.
All right. And Tim says, I don't judge, but we got a room for just 2 more on the BYU bandwagon. It won't be me.
Well, to go back to Timothy Watkins, man, that quarterback for BYU, what is it, Baumgartner?
Bear Bachmeier.
Bachmeier. I see him as a Christian McCaffrey in the NFL. That boy's a running back made quarterback.
Why would you?
That's why he wears the number. What?
Why would you go away from the best answer? Stay in BYU and call him Taysom Hill.
But he's a running back made quarterback. Taysom Hill, wasn't he a linebacker?
No, Taysom Hill was a quarterback, a tight end, a wide receiver, a running back.
Who was the dude at Maryland that was a linebacker and had to play quarterback that year? Maryland lost 3 QBs in the first 3 or 4 weeks. I know Ricker knows who this guy is.
Maryland's not important. Maryland's not important enough for this conversation.
No, I'm just comparing how Bachmeier is a big ass quarterback. And some of his runs, man, he seeks out contact. He's gonna light you up. He's not a quarterback. I don't think he's an accurate enough passer. I think he'll go to NFL and be a running back.
Well, he wears 47. That says it all. No respectful quarterback wears the number over 19. That's just my opinion.
Wait. Jared Lorenzen wore 22, and he was a respectable quarterback. Watch your mouth.
No respectable quarterback wears the number over 19.
So KG, Paul Crew. Paul Crew wore 22.
So we calling Doug Flutie not a respectable quarterback because he wore what, 22 as well?
In college?
Yeah.
I'm 22. I'm saying that. See, you're doing things. You're doing the things wrong again, KG. When the Midnight Rider has his, I have my things I live by. Okay. I live by a quarterback wearing a number over 19 is no good to me. You're no good to me. I don't care. I know Bernie Kosar wore 20. No good to me. Doug Flutie wore 22. No good to me. Jerry Lorenzen, 22. Only reason I have affection for him because he was hefty and he's a lefty. So he gets a little bit of a bye. But still, I can't do it. I won't do it. I can't win.
I've heard that Bachmeier wears the 46 because he was a running back. Is what I heard. So over at BYU, man, they do what they got to do to get by, man, and they make shit work over there at BYU, and that defense ain't nothing to sleep on.
Let's stop.
All right, let's get our man in.
Yeah, all right. And you introduce him, Jack.
Well, hold on.
Yes, sir, I will.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Before we get to that, because I know he getting some logistical things. Tim said, like Rick Miles, Notre Dame, number 3. And he Shula wore 20 at Tennessee. Now that's where the rule works, because not a quarterback of any use to me.
He wore 21. He wore 21.
It was 21. Yeah. Quickly, Bengals upset the Steelers 33-31 on Thursday night. Aaron Rodgers 23 of 34, 249, 4 TDs and 2 interceptions. Warren had 16 carries, 127 yards, and Freemuth had 5 catches for 111 and 2 touchdowns. For the Bengals, Joe Flacco turned back the hands of time like R. Kelly and went 31 of 47, 342 and 3 touchdowns, no picks. Brown had 11 carries, 108 yards, and Jamar Chase had 16 catches for 161 and a touchdown. T. Higgins 6 catches for 96 and a touchdown. Really quickly, gentleman Jack, what you got?
Well, you know they called this the Icy Hot Bowl, and I renamed it. It's the Bengay Bowl between 40 and over quarterbacks. But I tell you, and I told you, Jamar Chase, no matter who his quarterback is, Chase gonna get his, and he did. But who would have thought Aaron Rodgers would go down late in the game and put his squad up, and then Joe Cool gets the ball, goes down, puts his squad up for the game winner. Great Thursday night game. I enjoyed it thoroughly. Probably last time you're going to see these two facing off. Oh, that's right. They got another matchup coming later, I believe, because they're the same division. So, yeah. So let's look forward to the Bengay Bowl Part 2. That's all I got on this game, fellas. I'm anxious to jump into this slate.
Mike Tomlin said it best. I mean, I still don't understand how you trade a quarterback that started for you week 1 and was good enough for you week 1 to a team in your division. Makes no sense to me. Didn't make sense at the time. Still makes no sense. But the one thing that Joe Flacco can do is throw the football. And if you allow him time and allow him the opportunity, I think if memory serves me correctly, I think Jamar Chase had 23 targets and 16 receptions. That's ridiculous.
That's correct.
And then
Joe know what Joe know.
Yeah. And then I think he only threw 37 passes. So the other 14 went to everybody else. So that's just crazy in its own right. And I know because I could hear Timothy yelling at the TV over here on this side of town. I know he was yelling some obscenities. We can't say this on the show because it's a family show most of the time.
You got to say it right. Say it right.
What? We a family show. We a family show.
Oh, man. Matty Ice said Joe Flacco talking Cleveland was hilarious. Tim said, may all our beers go flat. That's cold, man. That's cold. He also said Tomlin has a habit of playing down to his competition. That's a problem. And I've noticed that too. But don't think he's going to get fired for that. And he said, and you are correct, player. And Coach Jackson said Joe Flacco understood that Jamar down there somewhere. Hey.
Somewhere. I agree.
What's that? So there used to be this meme with I don't know who made it, but they had Casey, you know what I'm talking about. I'm not sure if Jack knows this thing, but it's the girl with the I'm Legally Blonde. They put her face on Kirk Cousins' body. So that
nice.
reminded
That's
me
not
of
nice.
Down there somewhere. I can't
Down
see.
there
I'm
somewhere.
legally blind. All right.
Aye.
As we have done this season, we always bring in a guest picker on Sunday. So I'm gonna turn it over to the gentleman Jack to introduce our guest picker.
All right now. We got a friend of mine's son. I ain't seen this boy probably since he was like 7. I'm serious. I know all my buddy's kids, and my buddy's name's Bone from down there in Southern Maryland. This is his son, Randy Bowen, also known as Fishbone. Welcome to the show, baby.
What it do?
All right now, what's up, baby?
Same old. How you been, brother?
You ready for this? I'm doing well.
I'm giving my best.
Okay, we're gonna go through these games, and not to sound like your 12th grade teacher, but wait till you're called on, and we'll give you your shot.
Copy that.
All right, baby.
All right, first up, you got the Buccaneers at the Lions. Lions are 5.5-point favorites. Over under is 52.5. Gentleman Jack, take it away.
Well, them Bucks, I got my man Bebe gonna be quarterback. My boy, my fantasy quarterback, big time Baker Mayfield. And I don't know, man. I don't think Bucky's back. Mike Evans ain't back, but that does not matter to Baker and this Tampa Bay offense, man. They get it done with who is in the slot. Man, Bay's offense works. And Detroit, they need some get right. I don't understand what's going on with this Detroit offense, but I feel they need to get St. Brown and Sonic and Knuckles, that running back combo of Montgomery
and Gibbs.
Yeah, Montgomery and Gibbs. They need to get that going, and St. Brown needs to get in the end zone. So I got Tampa Bay beating Detroit, giving them another loss, man. So I'm gonna take Tampa Bay and the over. Tampa Bay and the over for JC. Midnight Rider?
No. Let's get the guest picker in. Come on. Guest picker.
Okay, Bones.
I'm going full Detroit on that one. Points and all.
Taking the over?
So you got
probably the under. They're probably going to shut Tampa Bay down.
All right.
They got robbed last week. They're going to be ready to ball this week.
Okay, I got
Definitely going to put up some points.
Okay, Midnight Rider.
I think it's for me. I think the Lions come back, and I think they also get this. I like the 5.5. Because I think they win it with a late touchdown to get separation, and I like the over. So there you go, KG, take it away.
Jeff said Randy can't beat my record. If I'm not mistaken, when Jeff was on, what was that, week before last? Or was that last week? He was undefeated.
Oh, was he undefeated?
I think he was undefeated.
I will go back and look at the numbers. I was going to calculate them later.
Maddie said Tampa, Detroit, last team to score wins. If Becca may play if he does, Tampa wins. For this one, I got to go with the Buccaneers. The Buccaneers, they just find a way to win. And I feel like Jackfield, as long as they got Baker Mayfield, here in DC, you got JD5, you alive. Long as you got Baker in the kitchen, it's going to pass the smell test. So give me the Buccaneers this one and give me the under. Yeah, give me the under. Next up, you got the Colts at the Chargers. This is a tight one. Colts are 1.5-point favorites. Over under is 48.5. Gentleman Jack, take it away.
Danny Dimes, as everybody calls him. I like to call him Daniel Jones out of Duke University, QB1, Indianapolis Colts, doing his thing this year. The Colts, I just love it. And then he's got a running back like Jonathan Taylor, you never know how many times that cat's going to get in the end zone or how many yards he's going to get. So if that defense can hold up, Grover Stewart, he's really going to be something there. I think they can stop Herbert and the banged up Chargers, because I think of Marion Hampton, he's going to be out. Najee Harris is out, so they're beat up a little bit over there in LA. Yeah, I'm going straight Colts, man. Colts advance and win this game. I like it like that. How you like it, Bone?
I'm taking the Chargers all day. Hardball, he's going to show the fool's gold on what the Indianapolis really is. I think they're fool's gold. Points, everything. I think it's a blowout. Chargers smoke them.
Woo! Okay.
So, gosh, it's a tough one for me because I don't think the Chargers are getting either one of their tackles back anytime soon. So that concerns me still. Even though their defense can be elite, their running game is the kid Vidal. He's been running the ball for them lately. He's their RB1 for right now. I don't want to go with the Colts, but I think yeah, give me the Colts. They'll cover and the over.
Okay.
I don't like that for 30. I feel like I need a bath now after I just said that. Jeez.
You was bumming there.
Lindsay said, Caleb said under Lions ATS.
And the spread.
Okay.
Against the spread, okay. KG starting at running back for the Chargers. Colts win. And it's not this KG, so I'm gonna go ahead and let y'all know that, because if I'm starting at running back for the Chargers win. I'm getting at least $1.25 today. I had a lot of reps. At least $1.25. Hey Tim, we ain't trying to hear that. We don't do that type of we don't do that here.
But looky here. Let's give a shout out and a hello to Jeff Ricker's daughter, Lindsay. Thanks for tuning in, Lindsay. We appreciate it. Ain't that Jeff's daughter, Bone?
That's her. The one and only.
Been a long time since I've seen you, young folks.
We ain't going nowhere.
I know you didn't.
And she said
Chargers down South County.
Chargers cover the spread and the over. Ooh. I like that.
But I'm gonna go with Chargers.
I'm gonna go with the Colts here. I don't know why. I don't know. It's like sometimes you got quarterbacks that don't pan out. Sam Darnold, Geno Smith, now Danny Dimes, and they go elsewhere, and that elsewhere becomes Mrs. Peregrine's home for misfit children. That's what basically what it became, because they found a home now. Mm-hmm. And speaking of which, I might be watching that before the 4:00 game. That's the movie I might watch today. But give me the Colts in this one. But it's gonna be a close one. But I think Jonathan Taylor and Daniel Giddens saved them from a loss. That's just my thought process.
So you're gonna go under?
Yeah. And especially, and if Irsay's daughter's on the sideline, we can go pew, pew. We can go on the sideline. We can say under. Colts can win if they control the time possession. That's why you got to ride the back of those running backs.
JT, that's right.
Hey, time out. I need a timeout real quick. Is Lindsay on the list to be a guest picker? Because she killing right now.
Oh, you don't need Lindsay. You need Lindsay's son. That's who's talking right now.
Oh, okay.
Oh, is that right?
All right.
Y'all need to please get in touch with Jack so we can get you in here.
She don't know football. Her dad might. She don't.
Please.
She's a Cowboys fan. She don't know much.
Yeah, we don't like them on. We don't like them on our show.
Yeah, I mean, come on, Cowboys, come on.
And I
But
appreciate that, man.
Well, I just said,
I didn't know you were riding with the 49ers. I thought you was either rolling with the Commanders or the oh, that's right. Your old man likes the 49ers, don't he?
bang, bang, baby. Niner gang all day.
And live in Maryland. You live on the East Coast. That.
Nah, but we're in trouble out there, though. We lost everybody. Our whole team's on IR.
Lindsay said snitch.
Yeah.
Facts.
And Jeff said it's not her, it's my grandson Caleb. Well, we got to get both of them in, man. Like we got to open a Jap. You got to make that happen.
Yeah,
that'd be a good one of them 3 dates.
I have Caleb. I have Caleb. I communicated with him. I don't know whether I was congratulating him on one of his high school games. He played ball down there at Patuxent. And yeah, Caleb's a fine young man. I'll get out with him.
All right. Next up, we got the Vikings versus the Eagles. Eagles are 2.5-point favorites. This is in Minnesota.
Ooh.
2.5-point favorites over under 43.5, which I think is kind of low. Gentleman Jack, take it away.
Wentz starting for Minnesota today, correct, fellas?
That's
Yes,
what
sir.
I've heard.
That's what I thought I heard too. Yeah, I don't think Wentz can do what Minnesota needs him to do. Philly's pass rush going to be all over his ass, and Philly going right the ship today. I think it's been a minute since they've lost a couple games straight. So I'm gonna see Jalen Hurts, and he's gonna light it up with AJ Brown today. Last week I called for Devontae Smith, and he missed him twice, man. He could have banged my parlay out if Hurts was on. But I'm going to go A.J. Brown to be the big receiver today. 100 yards, 2 tutties for A.J. Brown. So I go Philly to beat this Minnesota because I'm sorry. Carson Wentz can't beat his way out of a wet bag. So no Carson Wentz for me today. Bum, how you see this, Randy?
You got to go Philly on that all day. Minnesota, not with Carson Wentz, you ain't beating Philly. No way.
No.
Take the point and take the over. Philly will probably score that themselves.
I agree. Narada?
I like Philly. I like the over. I don't know. I don't think Philly gets this by themselves. What I do think happens is Carson Wentz gets sacked 7 times because he just likes to get sacked for some crazy reason. It's ridiculous. Him and Trevor Lawrence seem to be the only quarterbacks that will. Well, not the only two. There's a couple others, but they're the main two that like to give teams their big sack day of their season. So I got Philly over.
I wish I could agree with you all, and it's not about Carson Wentz. I think Philly's going to shoot themselves in the foot because one thing that Philly does not do is Philly does not use their weapons this season. I don't know what the hell is going on because you had the thing with Devontae Smith and A.J. Brown complaining about not getting the ball and everything like that, and now you're wondering why you're sliding. This right here, I'm going to go Vikings. I'm going to go Vikings in the under. But it's going to be something minuscule. It's going to be like a 23-21 thing. So, go ahead, Jack.
One of the comments, Jeff was asking us, do you have to cover the spread? No, sir, Jeff. We go on money line and over-unders, basically what we do. Some of the guys say to cover and everything, but we're just picking money line over-under. And as far as win-loss is where I'm taking it if you don't get the over the under. But
and Maddie said the Eagles right the ship today. And Carson Wentz revenge game is a no-no. Eagles cover the spread. All right. Next up, this one's near and dear to Randy's heart.
Bang, bang.
Hosting the Falcons.
I
Falcons
didn't
1.5
tell.
favorites over under 46.5. Gentleman Jack, take it away.
Yeah, Randy, I just decided to add this to the list because I forgot all about that San Francisco garbage y'all deal with down there y'all's way. Niners struggling. And as I've heard earlier, they banged up. And these Falcons, they got a tough-ass defense. And believe it or not, a top 3 offense. Bijan. That's all I got to say. Bijan, Michael Penix, Drake London. They're going to tear them Niners up today, Bone. I'm sorry to say it. The Falcons might get the over by themselves. So I'm taking the Falcons and the over in this one. Bone, how you see it?
Hold on. Okay, you go next. I'll go next because whoever team it is, if it's your team, you go last because you always got more to say than everybody else. So KG, you take you offer your thoughts, KG.
I'm gonna go ahead and pick really quick. I want the Niners to win this because I feel the Falcons need to be humbled, but the Niners. They what you say, Midnight Rider? They're like Luther Curl. They just don't curl over right away. But I think the Niners pull this one out. I think this one is my type of shootout. This ain't gonna be nothing pretty, but Niners pull it out 16-13.
Pew 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 pew
pew pew pew.
Saturday night shootout.
Before I turn this over to Randy, I'm gonna go real quick as well. I mean, it's real simple. I say it all the time. It was my fantasy team last year. To Infinity and Bijan. I think Bijan has one of his best days today. I think the Falcons win. I think it's going to be the Robinson/London show. I just think the 49ers are just too banged up. And I think that's where the struggle comes in. I think it'll be competitive, but I just think it'll be a struggle. We'll get the over. But we're going to get to the over in like one of the last 2 possessions. It's going to be like a 27-20 ball game. But give me the Falcons to win. Go ahead, Randy.
Okay.
Well, it's probably right, but you got a back Mac and you got Kittle coming back, so you're going to have a little bit of emotions. We lost Fred Warner and Bosa, so we're kind of you don't lose them 2 dogs. Think you're going to hold down Atlanta, but give me the Niners 28, Falcons 22. And they go under.
That's over.
Over. My bad.
Okay. 28-22 is 50.
Nah, I'm Calvert County, baby.
I got that right, Midnight Rider.
I saw that. I was a little nervous.
See that Southern Maryland math. You know, that Southern Maryland math. They just learn
That's
how
a Calvert County. Sometimes the
to
numbers move on you.
They counting the crabs.
That's it. That's all we counting on there.
We count by the dozens.
Hey. Lindsay said Falcons.
Oh shit.
Man,
oh, she don't know. Yeah.
You mean Caleb
she thinks a quarterback's a refund.
I got coffee all over my desk for that one, but you a bitch. Oh, my man said a quarterback's a refund. I ain't never heard that one.
Oh. Jeff said, Randy's calculator is broke.
Yeah. Clearly broke, Jeff.
I ain't got enough napkins for this guy.
Before we get to the last game, we're going to take one break, and we'll be right back.
You still gotta think about me. You can put me on airplane mode.
Gentlemen, that's right. Tuesday night, 7:45 p.m. It is the Tuesday night flight. Come check us out. Get your boarding passes. Come get your tickets. Come reserve your flight. It's
right.
It's the
That's
Tuesday
the
night
funniest
flight,
shit I ever
baby.
heard.
Let's go. Back to you, KG.
All right. So we got to do this one right. Midnight Rider hit me up. And I know whenever we go into a slide, it's because of something that we didn't do right. Now we got Commanders Cowboys at Cowboys Stadium. No Debo, no Terry.
Ooh.
Cowboys 1.5 point favorites. Over under is 53.5. But let me do this right.
Had the whole crowd screaming out, "We want Tyler!" Those haters can't stand us. Left hand up. Who are we? The Commanders. Commanders. We fight for RDC. Who are we? The Commanders. 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 Left hand up. Who are we? Burgundy and gold. We rock.
All right.
Over to you, Gentleman Jack.
Hey, that's DJ Woody and Big 5-7 right there. If you don't know, you don't know. If you go to Northwest Stadium and you go down to that fan zone, you'll see DJ Woody and Big 5-7 down there performing on the stage. So if you see them, you tell them. Sideline Junkie say, "What's up?" That's our people, man. DJ Woody. Dallas, Washington, Dallas week. It hasn't felt like Dallas week. But with Washington being so banged up, man, it just next man up, man. So is De'Ami Brown out today, KG?
He's not with
I'll
us.
check.
He's not with us.
McCaffrey. McCaffrey needs more targets. You know, he had that one long pass last week. McCaffrey showing to be becoming a reliable receiver with all these injuries to the receiving core. So let's work the boy. Let's get a boy 7-8 touches, man, and see what McCaffrey can do for us. Krusky Merritt, if he don't get 100 yards against this Dallas defense, something's wrong. Everybody and their mama gets 100 yards against Dallas defense rushing. So Prescott, he gonna be back for this game. But I don't think CeeDee Lamb's there, but Pickens is something to be concerned about. Man, this is the first time I'm going to be a homer, man. I'm going to be a homer and pick Washington because I know we need this damn win. I think Washington wins in Dallas and Dallas wins in Washington this year is what's going to happen. So give me the Commanders and the under. I think Jaden Daniels does just enough to get by the Cowboys today. And I think the defense is going to come up big with either some turnovers or a score. That's where I'm at. Bone, what you see here?
So there's no Debo and no McLaurin at all?
Yeah,
So
that's correct.
if you want help, it's Luke McCaffrey, Jalen Lane, Chris Moore. I think they called up.
That's the starters.
I don't know who else they've called up, but their practice squad receivers are Robbie Chosen, Ja'Cory Brooks, Treylon Burks, and Jacoby Jones.
Yeah.
Jacoby Jones from
No.
Baltimore?
No.
The old Jacoby Jones?
No.
Ooh.
No. Unfortunately, the old Jacoby Jones is dead. So,
Yeah, well, I'm going to go against everything. I ain't never picked them before, but Cowboys, Commanders win it easily. Dallas, and garbage. Take the under. Commanders win.
Okay. Got you. Yeah.
I don't want to pick this game. I really don't. I really don't want to pick this game. I mean, I just named the receivers. If Dallas doesn't put 11 in the box and just did them to actually the other two receivers just to catch the ball, I'd be surprised. This is crazy. The lineup. KG, what is Dallas?
Dallas is 2-3-1.
Yep.
No. KG, what is Dallas?
You're right.
Dallas is
Rubbish.
so good.
Oh shit.
Phew.
Me, this is a hard pick. Give me the Commanders, and I think it's gonna be right up against the over under, but it's gonna be under.
Jeez, Rick. Dallas is so good. I said it. You got Turpin, and you got Dak, and you got that running back, and oh my goodness, you got Pickens and CeeDee Lamb. How are we ever going to stop those guys, man? Jeez.
Fuck out of here.
I can't agree. I gotta go with the Cowboys here. I mean, it pains me to say, but I gotta do it because it's so good. Cowboys 21, Washington 20.
21.
So yeah.
You got comments?
Yes, sir. I had to stick to the bit because I was without the bit last week and we lost. Got to bring the bit back. Got to start it new so I can get this run going. Tim says Cowboys 24, Commanders 14. Lindsay says Cowboys cover the spread with the under. Good night, 31-21.
Oh, God. That girl don't know what the hell she talking about.
I still think it's Caleb.
Now we come to that point in the show where you talk about dinner and what you eat. Gentleman Jack, what you eating today? He done ran away. Midnight Rider, you take it over first. What you eating today?
I'm good. I'm here. Oh man, we having something. I'm gonna pull a Midnight Rider phrase out that he threw at me last week. Y'all people probably don't know about this. You know what you said to me? We having some goulash, man. I don't know if y'all know what goulash is. It's elbow noodles and some meat and some tomatoes and some spices. That's one of my favorite meals that my mama makes. And she passed it on down to my wife. So my wife makes it just as good almost as mama. But yeah, we don't call it goulash in my family. We call it slumgullion. So we having slumgullion tonight, and I ain't had that in a minute. And it brings back mama memories. Everybody love the mama. You don't love your mama, something wrong. Which way we going next, Emma?
Let's go bone.
For dinner? Shit.
Dinner,
She
game,
can't
whatever,
cook.
bro.
She can't cook, so I'll probably have noodles and noodles.
He ain't right, man.
I mean, probably a little PB and J, a little oodles and noodles, couple crackers, something easy.
Well, we got it. All right, we got it. The superlative already. This is definitely the funniest.
You ain't getting a dozen. Yeah, Bone definitely does that.
Dude,
Like his dad.
she can't even boil water. It's bad.
Oh, that's fucked up, boy. That's where
Hey,
Christy
man.
Randall used to be.
Hey,
Christy Randall
quarter
used to
line
be
for
like that.
Boomerang.
Oh, Christy Randall's terrible. But I love her. I love her.
I taught her how to boil water in a microwave. She thought it was spacecraft technology, dude. This is 25 years ago.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry, man.
But I think she got better a little bit by now, though. I think she can actually hit the Stouffer's, lasagna.
Go ahead, man. She cooks all right. Leave her alone.
No, I love me some Christy.
Sorry, Midnight Rider.
No, you good. Y'all good, man. Me, I'm simple. I got some cheddar broccoli rice with Chicken already made, so I'm good to go. I ain't got to cook nothing today. Of course, you knew I threw in them onions and pop, Jack.
Onions,
You know what I'm saying?
onions, peppers. I don't know. Jeff Ricker trying to get paid. Jeff Ricker wants some steak and cheese.
Ricker should probably cook then.
No, we make bets here, Bone, and our bet is a steak and cheese or a cheese steak. And last week, Jeff bet the Redskins game, and he won. So,
yep.
Midnight Rider owes him a cheesesteak. I owe KG 2 cheesesteaks, probably for about a year now. So that's our bet. And then we got Blue Magic Guarantee. You can't mess up the Blue Magic Guarantee now. That comes from back in the day. Blue Magic Guarantee, man, that means you absolutely know it's gonna happen. Guarantee. Guys, who's next? Who's grabbing?
Well, it's on me. And Lindsay said Randy Starvin since he chose the Commanders.
What'd you say?
She said he's starving since he chose the Commanders.
I starve every day. You can't eat with so many bootstraps.
And Jeff said Jack owes me as well. I took KC. I believe I got that written down. KC and the Lions.
I owe you?
No,
I
Midnight
owe
Rider.
you?
That's Midnight Rider.
No,
he said, and Jack.
I owe him.
Jack
I
owes
ain't
you.
No, Midnight Rider the only one that bet a cheesesteak. I got notes on this stuff, Jeffrey.
But as far as me, I don't even know what we eating today. I don't know. I know nobody's cooking. It's a rest day for cooking today. But I don't know what we're gonna do.
Like you.
I don't know what we're gonna do. I think we may do some pizza today. We ain't had pizza in a while. I think we'll do pizza. It'll be good. Order a couple pizzas and go from there.
Keep it simple.
Hey, quick question. Do you guys ever do college ball?
Mm-hmm.
Hey, how about them dogs?
College. Yes, sir. Go Dogs, baby.
Them dogs.
Oh, I just took my hat off. I had my dog's hat on this morning. Yes, sir. Going to Stockton, baby. But yeah, hey, Bone, we do our college picks on Thursdays. If you want to tune in and chime in the way Lindsay's doing right now, we'd love to have you.
Oh yeah, no, I'll support you all the way, Jack. All of it.
Thanks, man. I know it. Thanks.
Absolutely.
What we got, fellas?
Time to wrap that up, B. So, final thoughts before we get out of here. Start with the Gentleman Jack, go to Bone, go to the Midnight Rider, and I'll finish it up.
Well, I got like 3 mini final thoughts. One of them, how about them Dodgers? Just watch, just wait. And another one, damn, them BYU Cougars, boy, they're going to be moving up near the top 10. And number 3, Cowboys, Redskins, Cowboys, Commanders, Cowboys, Commanders, Cowboys, Commanders. I said it 3 times. It just don't feel like Dallas week to me, even though when Rob Randall threw that shit out there Tuesday, we want Dallas. I loved it, Rob. But it just don't feel like it, and I'm concerned with the injuries on the Washington roster. So that's all I got. Who are we going next minute, Rob?
We're going to the guest.
Boom.
Final.
Anything else you want to put
Wrap it up. Bang, bang, 9 again, baby. Dallas will lose for sure. That's all you can do. Dodgers, I don't that dude. He's nasty. Then you got to rock with Freddie Freeman on there. I love Freddie Freeman from the Braves, so I hope they can wrap it up.
Braves to the Dodgers.
Yeah. By accident.
I met him in Atlanta. His wife's hot. His wife's smoking.
Oh, that's right. You were down there because I remember talking to you back in the day. Down there for something. Because that's hey,
Yeah,
have
I
fun,
was down
love it,
there,
life.
seen him in the old
Good.
stadium. I seen him in the old stadium. Yep. KG.
Shoot. Midnight Rider, you went already? Nah, I didn't.
I don't know who went.
Jack just don't like me. That's what it is.
I don't. You get on my nerves.
See, there we go.
Roll fast.
I just saw an interesting
You
nugget.
never even been out of that.
Go ahead, Emma.
The interesting nugget I see is that Texas A&M is the last remaining unbeaten team in the SEC. That's crazy. Because
what I tell you Thursday. What I tell you Thursday, Midnight Rider.
I don't remember what you said. This memory don't go that far.
Texas A&M is the best team in the SEC.
But we'll see how that plays out.
Okay.
Because you still got them dogs and you still got that Tide sticking around, being stubborn and not trying to let things go. And then you got a plucky Vandy team that just every time they get a chance to fight, they make it happen. Oh, I mean, he probably know the joint. Bone probably know the joint.
He know about the red and black coming down the track. Tell him, sing it, Bone.
Who's that coming down the track? It's the Mean Machine in red and black.
Come on. Go, dogs. Go, dogs. Go.
Yeah, I like Georgia. I like Kirby, man.
All day, baby. I'm actually getting away from NFL, man. I love me some college game day.
Me too.
Hey, let's KG.
Well, I'll say this. I'm happy Notre Dame has won 5 straight. Jules Shillelagh's back home. Hopefully we'll see where the rankings put us. All I'm worried about is next week. That's it. Nothing more, nothing less. If Washington can pull out a win this week, I'll be happy. But this has to start the playoff push. So
what is KG? What is Ricky talking about? How did Randy's surgery go? Is that a question to you? Bone?
He been hitting that spliff. He don't listen to him. He don't even know what he's saying.
You're your dad's kid. You're your father's son, bro. You are 100%.
My father's son. Hold on, my father.
All right, Joe.
Well,
addicted.
You get these damn Southern Maryland together.
Ricker, I'll tell you, man. Yeah.
I think he means appendectomy. But you know them St. John boys don't know much about spelling.
He's a tough guy, so he can't even. He's rid of it.
Man, Jeff's living the good life now. He's over here in God's country, baby.
He is.
Sure.
He should stay over there.
Hey, KG,
yeah, you ain't gonna up.
KG, close us out. We done gone off the rails.
Take us home. Yeah, take us home. Thanks, Bone.
Thank you, Bone, coming in. And I guess pick of the day. We'll see how you fare in the coming days. For the Gentleman Jack, for Bone, for the Midnight Rider. That way, I'm the big guy, KG. Hey, y'all, we did it, and we did it in under time. Go enjoy your game, set your fantasy lineup, make sure you get your picks in. But we are out of here.